Hello, Tito Jeff here, Ormoc City, Leyte, the Philippines. Some of you guys have been after me to get better audio quality, so I finally bought lavalier remote, and so I hope this sounds better. You let me know in the comments if you notice a difference in the quality of my sound. What I want to talk about today, the question, am I crazy for moving to the Philippines and living here the rest of my life? Am I crazy? So I moved 8,600 miles from Kentucky after meeting Maricel, January 10th, 2020, online, FilipinoCupid.com. Lots of scammers on there. Lots of young girls wearing push-up bras and lots of makeup and showing their legs and stuff, and wanting to marry a 18-year-old girl wanting to marry a 70-year-old guy. So I got on there just for fun and didn't really expect anything to happen. And I met Maricel, and we hit it off right away. So I won't go into the details of how she tricked me. She tricked me into falling in love with her. So we got along really fast. In February, I bought a ticket to come to the Philippines. She didn't believe me. And when I showed her the ticket on video chat, she cried. She said, "Oh, he's serious." So I came the first week of March, February 28th, or might have been leap year, 29th, I can't remember. So I was here for a little over a week, about 10 days. Brought a ring with me. We got engaged. I got to meet her father, who passed away about 9 months later. And I was really happy to get to meet him about 6 months later. So we had a long distance relationship for 2 years. We did not get to see each other. During that time, I applied for a fiancé visa for her to go to America, but that fell through because she had trouble getting a passport because her birth certificate had some mistakes on it, and that's difficult to change here. And she didn't really know what to do about that by herself here. Since then, we've gotten that corrected after I came and helped her work through that. So I came in April 2022. In December 2019, she said, no, December 2021. She said, "Babe, I don't want to do this no more. I can't do it. I can't get the passport." I said, "Okay." So I said, "How about if I come and live in the Philippines?" And she said, "Okay." So I came April 2022. I left everything behind. I don't own anything in America. I don't have a storage locker. I don't have anything. I came here with 3 bags to my name. I did put my mechanic tools, hand tools, into my bag. So I was overweight. I paid extra, and I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I brought, if you like to work on your own car, bring your tools. They got tools here you can buy, but I had some special tools that you can't get, it's hard to get here. Like a torque wrench, a good torque wrench. So we got married July 1st, 2022, after we bought a house. We got married. I came April 2022. By May 8th, we had bought this house, and we started renovations. We completed the renovations. We got married July 1st. September, she was pregnant. And then in April of the next year, my son JJ was born. And he is awesome. It's the best thing, one of the best things ever happened. Marcel's the best thing. So, and we've got another one on the way. September, got a little girl coming. So in January 2023, before JJ was born, in January 2023, we did apply for a marriage visa. We started that process. And then in June 2024, in anticipation of getting the marriage visa, I returned to America to work some kind of job. And I went to St. Louis. I had a friend there, had a house. I rented a room from him for $400 a month. All I did was eat, sleep, and work. That was it. So my budget was really low while I was there. And I didn't have a good job. I didn't make much money, only $15 an hour. I think it was up to about 17 with night shift differential and things like that. So I was able to save several $1,000s. I came back to America a little bit early because I really hated my job. And I missed Maricel and JJ a lot. So December 4th, I returned to Philippines. I'm looking down at my notes here, by the way. And then Maricel and I started talking. And we decided not to come to America. Not to. She really wanted to go experience America. I wanted her to meet my family, vice versa. And for JJ to experience Kentucky, go fishing in Lake Cumberland, things like that. But we decided that it's better financially here. My pension here covers all of our expenses on Social Security alone. I do have a benefit for JJ. But even before we had JJ, my Social Security benefit covered our expenses. Go away, fly. So we're better off here financially. My health has improved since I came to the Philippines. I have a good cardiologist and other good doctors here. A pulmonologist. I found out I have COPD after I came here. None of my doctors in America diagnosed me with that, and so we've confirmed that with a pulmonary function test. Not mild. It's not bad. I have some inflammation in my bronchial tube. So what did I give up? Well, I'm back up. So we're better financially. My health has improved since I've been here. If I have to go back, I have to work. My pension will not cover expenses in America, only about 60%. So I'd have to work full time to be able to support my family. I'd have to have health insurance. So I didn't need a full-time job. And then Maricel would be at home alone at least 8 hours a day with 2 babies. No family support. Maybe a few Filipino friends, but they're probably working during the day too. So she'd be at home alone with 2 little babies, driving her crazy and feeling lonely probably. We would miss her family. I wouldn't get to visit with my family all that much because I'd be working. They all have lives. So we just decided to give that up. It was a disappointment for her and for me, but we look forward to a good future here in the Philippines. Now, so what did I give up? I came 8,600 miles. Probably the thing I miss about America the most is food, Mexican food in particular. We don't have a good Mexican restaurant here in Ormoc, although the Carlasta Hotel, I think, is offering some Mexican dishes. So we'll go up there and see about that. No Chinese food, not a lot of good cheeseburgers. No, in fact, no good cheeseburgers. The best cheeseburger in Ormoc is McDonald's. So that tells you a lot about the hamburger availability here in Ormoc. What else? Cheeseburgers, pizza. We've got Shakey's Pizza. It's okay, but it's not great. So we gave up traveling with Maricel in America. There were lots of things we could have done, had lots of fun and good memories traveling around, even just in Kentucky, where we were going to reside. I don't get to see my family probably ever again. Maricel does not get to meet my family. JJ does not get to meet my family. One of the biggest things here is driving. So driving in America is much more sane than it is here. Although I don't miss driving on the snow in America. Public safety. We have 911 here in Ormoc, I found out. So I can call 911 if there's a fire, if we have a medical emergency or a police emergency. And I've never had to use it, so I don't know how the response is. We don't have modern health care here in Ormoc. Now, some cities, they will. Manila's got big hospitals, very, very well equipped. But here in Ormoc, for instance, you can't have open heart surgery. You can't even have an angiogram here in Ormoc City. You can go to Tacloban on the same island, about a 2.5, 3 hour drive away. Maybe not so long. But it's, so you can have the angiogram, but you couldn't have a stent placed. And if you don't know what that is, it's no big deal. If you do, you understand what I'm saying. There's certain things you can't do here on the island of Leyte. So I had to go to Cebu City to have an angiogram with the possibility of having a stent. Fortunately, I did not need a stent. And but they took good care of me at Chung Hua Hospital. I had a very good doctor who was trained in America at the University of Chicago. He did his residency in Birmingham, Alabama, Brooklyn, New York, and Savannah, Georgia. And he was teaching while he was treating me at Chung Hua Hospital. He had other medical doctors that had graduated medical school. They were working on their residency in cardiology. So you don't have the latest and greatest things in the hospital room here. For instance, there's not going to be a lot of monitors. Uh, I had in just a plain old room, I had an oxygen port in the wall. That's it. No call bell. You have to have someone with you all the time. No call bell. I was in kind of what they call medium intensive care. I forget what the exact name was, but it wasn't exactly intensive care. But I had a heart monitor, so because I was in there for atrial fibrillation. So they monitored my heart, and I had an oxygen port. I did have a call bell, I think, and that was it. Now the rooms are okay. You got air conditioning, nice bed. It's an old bed. It's a hand crank bed. There's no electric controls, but it was comfortable, and the hand crank works. So but that's no big deal. Yeah, like I said, you had to have someone with you all the time. You have to bring your own drinks. They don't give you water to take your medicine with. They don't give you water or anything to drink with your meals. They do bring you meals, which are, depending on the hospital, I think, at OSPA, Ormoc Sugar Planters Association Hospital. I had pretty good food there. It wasn't great, but it was good. What did I gain by coming to the Philippines? Well, I got to be with Maricel. Maricel is my wife. She is awesome. She takes good care of me. She loves on me, just little pats on the back, and tells me she loves me, and we have fun together. And she helps me control our money here. She's not money hungry. We spend our money wisely most of the time. Once in a while, we make a mistake, or we spend a little too much eating out or something like that. But and that's just normal. We're not perfect. We're human. So she takes good care of me. I have an awesome life with my awesome wife. And she gave me JJ. JJ is my 2-year-old little boy. He is handsome. He's smart. He's smelly. He's noisy. But he is my little buddy. And I like to watch him grow. I don't have to work. Like I said, my benefit here covers our expenses. There's no snow here. I like that. Now, sometimes I miss the snow, but not much. I don't miss driving on the ice. I really don't. You don't see rude people here in public spaces. If you go to McDonald's and their order is wrong, they don't walk up to the counter and start screaming at somebody. They don't do that. They'll go complain, but they're not mean about it. You do have some road rage here once in a while, but I've experienced it one time. I was teaching Maricel how to drive, and she went past the driveway as a guy was backing out, and she didn't see him in time, and so she sped past him, and he got ticked off, and he zoomed around us, and that was it. So that can happen. And I hear reports on the news of some road rage here, people really getting into fisticuffs and things. But people here are pretty nice, polite. They don't like to get upset with each other. Like I said, my health has improved. I have a nice house. It's not big. We don't have aircon throughout the house. Maybe call me crazy for that. But I've adjusted to not having air conditioning. I can sit in my living room, watch TV with an electric fan blowing on me, and I'm very comfortable. I really don't need it. The only time I really miss it is sometimes, and recently, in the spring, I guess, from about anywhere from January till about May, we can have some hot spells. And it gets really hot, and the fan is not quite enough. But if that's the case, we get up and go to Robinson's Mall and enjoy the aircon there, or we go swimming or something like that. I enjoy my Filipino family here in the Philippines. And some guys say, oh, they're always asking me for money. That's all they care about. No, they have asked, and we have given, and we have said no. And if I think it's going to help for the kids, if one of the kids is in the hospital, I'll help out. If the kids need something for education, I'll help out. Motorcycle went by. If the kids need something for education, I will help out. My mother-in-law is in the hospital. I help pay the bill for that. I pay her for her prescriptions. I give her a little bit of spending money. Not much, 3,000 pesos every month. I started that when I was in America. So maybe I'm a little bit crazy there. I don't know. Uh, it's up to you, but I'm comfortable with it. I have the money to do it. It's not wiping us out. We buy a sack of rice for her family. She has 7 brothers and sisters. We buy a 50 kilo, which is about 110 pounds of rice once a month, and they split it up. Occasionally, some of them run out of food, and we'll help them with food. Um, I did, on a promise that I made not long after I visited in 2020, pay for my niece's nursing education, 4 years of college, which cost me about, in our budget, it was about $120 a month, maybe 130, that we budgeted to cover her expenses. And that's for 4 years. About 80,000 pesos a year, I think, for her college, which is about, what's that, $1,400? It's not 2,000. It's about, well, it's not much. It's less than $2,000 a year. I'll just say it that way. And that's going to benefit her, her mama and papa, her sister, and maybe even Marcel. She wants to go to America and get a job as a nurse. Lots of Filipinos do that. And maybe she'll get over there and meet some rich neurosurgeon and have lots of money, be driving around in a Mercedes-Benz and send money home to the family. Even if she doesn't do that, she will be sending money home to her family. That's just the Filipino way of life. The other good thing, I get fresh pineapples here. There's a pineapple plantation here in Ormoc City. They have what they call a piña festival, pineapple festival here, just beginning right now. I'm going to make some videos of that. We have fresh fruits, we have fresh fish, fresh meat. You can go to the market and buy it. It doesn't look good, doesn't smell good, but it looks okay. The market is a stinky place. It's not appetizing. But I can get pork and chicken at reasonable prices here. The beef is a little bit expensive, and sometimes it's hard to get. At Robinson's last week, no ground beef. I wasn't going to buy any of it. You just never know what they're going to have. Yeah, we got some guys that run up and down our street here selling stuff. So my favorite is the guy who sells pan de sal. It's called, which is Spanish for salt bread, but it's yeast bread. I don't know why they call it salt bread. So it's pan de sal with cheese. Only 5 pesos for everyone. He's got a recording that he plays. It's really loud. You hear him coming. And it's just one of the parts of the Philippines also. Some of the loud noises here, people selling stuff. My neighbor plays karaoke. On this side, my neighbor over there plays karaoke. My neighbor over there has a dog that barks. My neighbor over there has a dog that barks. And I've gotten used to that. I didn't like it when I came here, but I've adjusted. I've got a filter in my ear now. Just tune it out. Or I don't notice it when we are doing karaoke. I bought my wife a karaoke outfit, and I love to do karaoke. It's fun for the family. So we have these street vendors selling bread. They sell fish. We never buy the fish. Maybe once in a while, Marcel has bought some fish from a street vendor. Taho, T-A-H-O, taho, which is a soy dish. It's got, what do you call it? Oh, I forget what it's called. Tofu. It's got tofu in a cup with some condensed cream, sweetened condensed cream, and another flavoring, which is kind of brown. I don't know what's in it. And some pearls. And it's delicious. I didn't like it when I first came here, but again, I've adjusted. I like it. My little boy loves it. He's going to be a Pinoy boy. And it's cheap. It's like 10 pesos, 20 cents for not a big cup. You can get a bigger cup for 20 pesos. But he comes up and down. He knows us and stops all the time. Sometimes a guy comes around selling sweet corn on the cob that's been cooked. And it's okay. It tastes good, but it's kind of hard. He tells us every time that it's humok, soft, but it's not. Now, we do get corn on the cob from my wife's cousin. We buy it, and it's good sweet corn. It's nice and tender, and we cook that up and eat it. So there are some things, like I said, that I miss here. The food is one, but what you have to do here in the Philippines, what do you have to do? You have to learn to make it yourself. If you want a good cheeseburger, make a cheeseburger. If you want a pizza, learn how to make pizza. You want brownies? I can buy a box of brownie mix at Robinson's, and it's really good. I make my own brownies. I've learned how to make peanut butter cookies. What else? For Father's Day, I had Krispy Kreme fried chicken. It's a little chain of restaurants here that started in Roanoke City, and they're everywhere. It's kind of like, what's that? Subway sandwich shops in America. You see one on every corner. Krispy Kreme is that way here. And it's good. Hand-breaded, deep-fried chicken. The chicken, I don't think it's ever frozen. The meat is never frozen. And you can tell a difference between that and Kentucky Fried Chicken. I used to love Kentucky Fried Chicken. I'm from Kentucky. Used to go to the original KFC restaurant. It's called Sanders Cafe. But this is way better than Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's almost as good as my mom's. My mama made good fried chicken. So, like I said, so for Father's Day, I had Krispy Kreme fried chicken. I made some mashed potatoes and some milk gravy, and I made coleslaw. So that was my favorite combo at Kentucky Fried Chicken. Fried chicken, mashed potato gravy, and coleslaw. So I made that for myself. I made a Thanksgiving dinner. I had to order some cranberry sauce online. It was like $4 a can. And so and then I made my own dressing, which wasn't that great, but it was okay. So just got to learn to do for yourself here sometimes. I'm getting ready to start. I've lived here 3 years. I haven't been fishing. Oh, I can't remember the last time in America that I went fishing. Anyhow, it's been several years since I've been fishing, but I'm going to go fishing here. I have access to the ocean. I can fish from the bank, from the shore. I could get a guy to take me out fishing if I wanted to. I might even buy a little canoe and just paddle around the bay and go fishing like that. My wife doesn't throw a fit. But I have a plan for that. I'm also going to make a fish trap and see how that works. You never know, might need it someday to provide for my family. But I'll have fun fishing, and I do other things here for fun, but studying the Bisaya language. I like to study languages. I speak Chinese, German, and Spanish. Walk around the city a lot. And you've seen my videos. So I do it for exercise. I do it for videos. I do it to go shopping. I do a lot of walking. So that's how I live here. I'm happy. I'm healthy. I expect to have a long life here and watch my children grow up and hold hands with my wife. So this is Tito Jeff in Ormoc City, Leyte, the Philippines. No, I am not crazy for coming to the Philippines. Bye-bye.